Hi everyone, it's Jenna here from Jenna's Crafting Studio. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Ontario, Canada. Today I'm stepping outside of my crafting studio and I'm working in the kitchen. Today I want to show you how to make hot chocolate bombs. If you're not familiar with these, they are a chocolate sphere and inside is filled with hot chocolate powder and mini marshmallows. Stick it in a cup of warm water and you let it melt, and then the candy outside melts and then you have your hot chocolate on the inside. So today I'm working with the silicone mold to make the spheres. This I purchased from Emma Sweets and I will link her shop in the comments below. I also have my dark chocolate. This is just a dark chocolate bar. It's a 70% cocoa dark chocolate, and I want that to make the spheres to go in the mold. And then I have a glass bowl, which I'm going to use to melt the chocolate, and my knife. So the important thing with these hot chocolate bombs, you can either use chocolate in a bar form, which you need to temper. So you need to check the internet to make sure that you're not heating the chocolate more than the maximum temperature. So for dark chocolate, I want to keep it under 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Tempering the chocolate will allow it to keep its shine and not be overheated. You can also use the candy melts, which are actually what I used on these chocolate bombs. They're easier to work with. You don't have to temper that chocolate. They melt faster, easier to work with, but you get a very different taste. So they're more of a waxy taste with the candy molds. So today I'm going to try making the bombs with dark chocolate. So what I'm going to do first is cut up my chocolate into fine pieces and put it in my glass bowl. So now I have all of my chocolate cut up. I've wanted it into smaller pieces so that it's easier to melt and I don't have to leave it on the stove for too long. The thermometer that I'm using to monitor the temperature of the chocolate is this one here. This is just a regular kitchen thermometer you can get at any kitchen supply store. So I'm going to boil some water, but then I'm going to take it off the burner. You don't want to have the bowl right over a saucepan of water on the heat, because you'll find that the chocolate will heat up really fast and it's hard to control the temperature. So I'm going to take the pot off the stove, I'm going to put it on and let it heat up a little bit, and then I'm going to take it off the heat and then I'll be back. Okay, so now I have my chocolate tempered, and I'm taking a silicone basting brush, or a kitchen brush, and just a regular spoon, and I'm going to spoon about 2 or 1.5 spoonfuls into each mold. You want to make sure you have enough chocolate so that it fully covers all the edges of the molds. You don't want the chocolate to be too thin, because when you go to try to take the chocolate out of the molds, it will crack on you. So you want to make sure that you're sweeping the chocolate up around all of the edges, because you want all of the edges covered so that you end up with a sphere at the end. So making sure that the chocolate is thick enough on all sides so that it's not going to break when you try to take it out of the mold, and that it goes all the way around to the top edges. And then once I am done with all of my molds, I'm going to put it on a cookie sheet, the silicone mold here, and put it in the fridge for about a half an hour to let the chocolate set. Okay, so I've let my molds chill in the fridge for about a half an hour now, and I'm going to start popping out the chocolate. So the nice thing about the silicone molds as opposed to the acrylic molds is that you can just pop them right out and they come out nicely. And then what you want to do to clean up the edges of the mold is to have just a regular frying pan on low heat, just warm enough that it's just going to slightly melt the chocolate. You're just going to press it down in the frying pan until it's straight all the way around. So there's 1/2 of my sphere, and I'm just taking some regular hot chocolate. You can put in there whatever it is that is your favorite hot chocolate. So I'm just using the Carnation here, and I like to put at least 2 teaspoons of the hot chocolate in the mold. Depends on how strong you like your hot chocolate. And then I've got just regular mini marshmallows here. And I'm going to put about, 8 to 10 or enough to fill this, this sphere. Now you could put some other things in there, like maybe some peppermint, crushed candy canes or something like that, or some glitter, edible glitter, or some sprinkles. But I'm just going to leave mine like that. And then I'm going to pop out one of these other molds, and you just want to be a little bit careful so that you're not breaking the spheres. And then again, I'm putting the top half of the chocolate in the frying pan and then closing it over top. So you want to make sure that your lines match up as best as possible. And because you're heating it, that's going to kind of give you a seal to your hot chocolate bomb once it cools. And that's all you really need to do to make your hot chocolate bombs. I am going to show you with some white molding chocolate, or the candy chocolate, how to decorate the top. So when you're ready to decorate your hot chocolate bombs, you can use, these are the candy melts. This is the white chocolate candy melts. I just melted them in a microwave safe bowl in the microwave for about 10 seconds at a time, taking it out and stirring it, and then heating it just until everything was melted. And then from here, you could take a spoon and drizzle the chocolate over the hot chocolate bombs. What I'm going to use is take an icing decorating bag. You could also use a Ziploc if you don't have these bags at home. I'm going to fold it over a regular glass cup here, and then I'm going to pour my melted chocolate in to the cup. Like I said, you can use a Ziploc bag, same idea. That's what I used when I didn't have icing bags. These bags I used for my cookie decorating, but you can use them for all types of purposes here. So just going to tie the bag off here, and then I'm going to grab a pair of scissors. And you don't want to make the hole in the bag too big because otherwise it's all going to ooze out. So just going to cut the very tip of the bag off. And then, much the same as you would decorate cookies, I'm just going to drizzle the chocolate over the top of the hot chocolate bomb. Doesn't have to look perfect. And you could do this in different colors. I believe these the candy molds come in different colors. And then I'm just going to take, these are some sprinkles I got at a craft store in the decorating, or the cookie and cake decorating section. You can also get them at the Bulk Barn, which is the same place I got these candy melts from. So you're just going to drizzle your chocolate on and then decorate as you would like. And then that's all you really need to do to make hot chocolate bombs. So the last thing I'm going to show you is how these hot chocolate bombs work in warm milk. So I'm going to take one of my hot chocolate bombs and put it in my cup here. And then I've warmed up some milk in the microwave, and I'm just going to pour it over the hot chocolate bomb. And it might take a bit for the chocolate to melt, but you can see that the chocolate is melting and all of my contents are coming out into the mug. And then all you want to do is give it a stir, and then you have a nice cup of hot chocolate. This is a really great idea if you have kids. It's something, a fun activity that you could do with them. Also makes a great gift. One nice thing I found on Etsy were these tags that you can download. So you purchase and download them and then print them on your computer. And I just trimmed up the edges here. This is nice if you're giving the hot chocolate bombs as a gift because it includes all of the instructions in case somebody's not familiar with hot chocolate bombs and how they work. So these you can find on Etsy. I will post the shop link below in the video. And if you have any questions about any of the steps for making hot chocolate bombs, please feel free to leave me a comment and give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe so that you can see my future videos. Have a great day.